If you're looking to launch a side hustle, grow your brand, or build awareness about something, you might be thinking about print on demand. This innovative business model allows for products to be made as the orders are coming in, and this eliminates massive headaches in the process. Gelato is one of the most popular print-on-demand platforms in the game. They've been in the game since 2007, and they operate the world's largest print-on-demand network. This spans across over 140 production hubs in 32 countries. Gelato's highly innovative and unique approach here means that orders are automatically routed to the customer's closest production hub. And this means faster and cheaper shipping and less environmental impacts. Through this extensive network, they are able to offer over 150 different products. We'll be getting into some of those products later on, but first I want to tell you more about their Etsy integration. A lot of people are interested in selling products online, but they don't know where to sell them. Gelato offers one-click integrations with platforms like Shopify, Etsy, TikTok Shop, and more. So I'll be showing you how to do this using Etsy, meaning we're going to be going all the way from an idea to a finished product listing. And if you're excited for that, drop a like on this video. Now for starters guys, what exactly is print on demand? Well, in the past, if you wanted to sell a physical product like a t-shirt or a mug, you would have to order all of that merchandise in bulk and then store it somewhere. Then, as the orders come in, you would have to fulfill those orders one by one. If you sold shirts, for example, you'd have to keep track of your inventory by different sizes, and you would almost always end up with one extra shirt size that you have too many of that you're gonna have to put on clearance or something like that. Or even worse, you might not have the best design idea right out of the gate, and this could leave you with thousands of dollars of inventory that nobody wants. Print on demand essentially eliminates all of these annoyances and makes the business of selling merchandise completely risk-free. Instead of buying all of the inventory up front, with print on demand, the products are made as the orders are coming in. And then, instead of you fulfilling the orders, the ordered product is shipped right to your customer, meaning that you don't even have to touch the product. But this isn't just limited to t-shirts. With Gelato, you can sell all different types of apparel, hats, calendars, wall artwork, phone cases, mugs, greeting cards, and more. Perhaps the best part of this business model, though, is the scalability. Whether you get one order or 100 orders, it's the same amount of work involved for you. And most businesses out there do not have this benefit. Instead, you'd be working more and more hours as the business scaled up with more customers. With print on demand, you can start from nothing and then potentially scale the business to unlimited heights without bogging yourself down. All you have to do is add more products over time, which you can design right on Gelato, and then you can scale up your traffic strategy, such as paid ads. Let's dive into Gelato now, and the first thing you're going to want to do is click the top link down in the description below to get 50% off your sample order. Gelato has a wide range of products with over 150 different items. They also have the biggest network of production partners, with over 140 local production partners in 32 different countries. This allows them to fulfill orders extremely fast and maintain a high level of quality control, all while you sit back and run your business from a laptop. In addition, their customer service is top-notch, hence why they've received the best reviews in the industry. A testament to that would be their rating on Trustpilot, which stands at 4.5 stars or excellent across over 2,000 reviews. Thanks to their hyper-local production, Gelato is able to come in consistently cheaper than competing print-on-demand companies. They also offer a suite of tools for creators on their platform, such as the Personalization Studio and Magic Mockups. The Personalization Studio allows you to sell custom products through e-commerce platforms like Shopify and Etsy, and that means your customers can put their names and things like that on your products. And the Magic Mockups tool allows you to generate premium mock images virtually showcasing your product, so you can advertise them without ever touching them if you wanted to. And this is all accomplished while keeping sustainability in mind, as Gelato optimizes everything to be as efficient as possible with no excess inventory. Now, let's jump into the Gelato Mockup Studio, where we can start creating our designs from scratch. Okay guys, so here we are inside of my Gelato dashboard once I have logged in after creating my free account, which I highly encourage you to do so as well. The very next thing I want to do is show you the product catalog so we can take a look at the different items that you can sell using Gelato. Now I'm not going to have time to cover everything here. As we mentioned before, they offer over 150 different items, so you can click around on your own on their website to get the full picture here. But let's go ahead and take a look here at some of the popular options. The first thing I want to do is actually take a look at the new arrival section, because sometimes getting into a new niche is the best option. So we can see here, for example, they have Under Armour branded athletic crewneck t-shirts. We're going to also take a look here at this framed canvas. Looking at this right here, we can see that it is available in vertical or horizontal orientation depending on what type of design you are doing. And there's even going to be different sizes. So this is like a 8x10, but you can do all different sizes. If you wanted to do a 24x36, for example, we can see that's going to be more expensive, but you could obviously sell that for quite a bit more money. Okay guys, so now we are going to go ahead and launch our personalized product here from the Gelato dashboard and use the one-click integration feature here with Etsy. So what we're going to do here is navigate over to our stores, and I've already linked my Etsy store, which is called Ryan Demo Shop, but you can do this with one click. It's extremely easy, and you would just click right here to connect your Etsy account, but mine is already linked here. So what we're going to do now is click on Add Product, and at this point you can choose a couple of different options here. We're just going to be adding a single product, but if you already have a template that you've created, which is where you can kind of play around with different ideas and create things that you're not actually launching, well then once you're ready to launch it, you can grab that template and move forward with that actual idea. But for now, we're just going to select single product, and we are going to do a tote bag. So from here, we're going to select that category, and we're going to go with the premium tote bag here, which is Gelato's pick. So that seems like a solid option for us. And this is going to bring us over to the design studio where we can start building our design. So the first thing I want to incorporate here is something that's going to be dog related. So what we're going to be creating here is a reusable shopping bag for dog lovers where they can customize the name and put their dog's name on the bag. So the first thing I want to do is find our clip art for something that's going to be dog related, and we can use what's already available to us right here in Gelato. If we click over here on the graphics tab, we can simply search up what we are looking for. So I'm just going to type in dog and click on enter. And then we are getting a lot of different dog related designs here. So if we'd like something, for example, we can just click on it and it's going to bring it over for us. This dog paw looks like it will be a good option for us, so I'm going to bring that over. And the square here is going to represent your boundaries, so you can go ahead and adjust this to whatever size you're looking for, and you can also get centered grid lines. So we'll put the paw up there, and now I want to create our customizable text field. So for that, we're going to click here on text, and then we're going to click on add text. So once we've added in my name here and actually selected that text layer, we're going to want to come over here to the personalize tab, and this is where we want to enable personalization here of the text layer. So where it says Ryan, we want to actually toggle that on, and now people will be able to change this text field. In addition, we also want to select this up here, which says automated Etsy personalization, where your customers' personalization requests are automatically applied on the design. That's exactly what we want. So we're going to select that. And then to make things a little bit easier, you can actually rename this, and instead of having this be text 4, you can just say name. That way people know they are filling out the name field. So at this point, what we're going to do is move this to where we want it, and we can make this slightly larger, but we don't want to go too big since a lot of people have longer names, and we're just going to want to make sure this is centered as well. So that is looking pretty good. And then that's it. That's all you have to do to enable this personalization. And now we're going to continue on to the mockups if we are ready. Now, one more thing I want to show you is if you want to change the font here for this text, which I actually do in this case, you can do so over here by looking at these different font families that are available. I was a fan of this one, which is called Caesar Dressing. It's a little bit more playful, and I think it fits our design better. So we're going to now click on Continue to Mockups. So now it automatically generates some of these mockups for us, but I now want to show you one of my favorite features, which is the magic mockups using AI. If we click on this here, it's going to allow us to type in a prompt and generate an image of our product. You can see here that we can generate images of our actual bag in different sceneries, and we can have prompts in here too, sort of like ChatGPT. Now there are 10 daily uses here that you get here for this, but that is plenty depending on what you're trying to do. By default, it says street style photo of a woman in her late 20s walking across a sunny crosswalk. So I'm gonna say a woman and her dog. And then we're going to click generate mockup. And just like that, we have our image. So we have a woman here in the crosswalk with a dog. I will say it doesn't have a leash, so we might want to specify that in our next prompt. But for this demo, it works. We're going to go ahead and click on Add Mockup. And we now have this available to us in our store. So by default, you have options that auto-populate, but you can also use the magic mockups to enter prompts and get exactly what you're looking for to use in your listings across these different platforms. The next step here is going to be adding your product title and description, and you can use AI for this too. So we're going to click here on the Generate with AI button, and now we have to give a short description of our product, and the AI will craft an optimized and engaging product description for us in seconds. And then we're going to click here on Generate with AI, and just like that, we have our full description, and we can click on the Apply button. If everything looks good, we can now scroll down, and one more very important thing here is we want to check this box to actually show the product to store visitors, and we also want to check the box here to activate the personalization field in my Etsy listing. So we want to add instructions for the buyers, and that's going to be enter the name you want printed on the bag. We're also going to check the box here to display it with free shipping, and if you want to add a character limit, you can. For me, this isn't going to be an actual listing, so I'm not too worried about it, but you would want to maybe change that yourself here. And then we're going to click on Continue to Prices. Now on this page, you get to be in charge of your potential profit margin here. So right now we have it set to a 50% profit margin, and that's going to be selling this for $32.80. So if you want to go ahead and make adjustments to this, you can. I'm going to leave it just the way it is, and we're going to click on Continue to Review. At this point, we can see that we have a retail price of $32.80, estimated profit of $16.40 per bag, and then you can also see the different delivery regions that are supported. And when we are all set, we can click here on the Publish button. So just like that, it was published successfully, as we can see here. Now we're going to head over to our Etsy store, and I'm going to click on Refresh. And it actually is right here available. So it's not even in our drafts, it's an active listing since we checked the box to do so. And if we click here on the settings and click on View on Etsy, $32.80 for a customizable dog lover tote bag, eco-friendly. And for those who want to add your personalization, you can click this and enter the name you want printed on the bag. This is exactly what we wrote here. And I'm not able to purchase my own item on Etsy, but I am able to order this through Gelato to show you the demo product at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and place the order for this now. The last thing I want to cover here is where to get inspired, and I think the best place for that is Gelato's success stories. This page on their website highlights individuals who have had success using Gelato for print on demand, and it's a great way to get ideas that might work for you too. For example, this story that was just posted in June is about a tech professional who started a side hustle selling artwork for a specific genre of gaming called cozycore. What you'll often find with these success stories is that the riches are in the niches, so the more specific that you can get with something, oftentimes the better. And if you're serious about this business, I would recommend ordering at least one of the products yourself. That way you can see and feel it in person and take actual photos of it for your listing too. So make sure you click that top link in the description below now to get 50% off your first sample order with Gelato. You can click below to watch my next video, and I'll see you next time.